Hey everyone, it's Amanda and Monica are Looming, and we are here today with a tutorial on the Snicker Doodle bracelet. This Snicker Doodle bracelet is designed by our friend on Instagram, Miss Dreamin' Out Loud, who was Fibromyalgia Warrior before she changed her name. And we have been friends with her since she, I think, started doing Instagram. And she is such a lovely lady. Here is her Snickerdoodle bracelet. Her first rendition, she thought looked just like a Snickerdoodle. And let me just say, I love me some Snickerdoodles. She is such a sweet lady. And she makes some awesome renditions of bracelets. Here is the Salonia bracelet that we just recently did a tutorial for Miss Adele Griffiths. And today we are doing a tutorial for Dreaming.out.loud. Now, Miss Dreamin.out.loud has another bracelet called the Ladybug. So we thought we'd do a little play on a bracelet, and we thought we would make her Snickerdoodle bracelet and we would bling it and put ladybugs on it. How fun! Also, Adam's little sister, as a lot of people know, we call her Bug. So this is dedicated to Dreaming Out Loud's bracelet Ladybug and our little ladybug. So this is the blinged version. And then this one we dedicate specially to Dreaming Out Loud because the colors for fibromyalgia are purple. And we told her that we would like to do a bracelet in her Snickerdoodle and do it all different shades of purple. The fibromyalgia ribbon is purple. And whenever you see a purple ribbon, think of people with fibromyalgia. Alrighty, are we ready to get started with this gorgeous bracelet? So excited. Alrighty, so let's put these to the side. And let me show you, let's show you how your loom should be set up. I thought I had it all set up correctly, and I had one up a little bit. Alright, so you should have a 6-pin bar set up. And you will need 2 full looms length, and you need to have the first 2 pin bars need to be level, and the next 2 need to be down a half step, and the last 2 need to be up a half step. So this is how it should look, and you will need a full 2 looms length. This was done on a full 2 looms length, as you can see how big it is. It's super stretchy. Now I will tell you this was done on a full 2 looms length. This was also, and it's slightly bigger, this was done with the 100% silicone. We've said in a few other tutorials that the 100% silicone do not stretch back as much, so they make the bracelet a little longer. So think about that when you're choosing your bands. But let's go ahead and get started on showing you what color bands we will be using. And I wanted to do a really fun color bracelet, very festive. So for the outside color, we will be using teal, where on here we have the sweets purple. I'll be using teal. And then for the where I have the opaque purple here, I'll be using the ocean blue opaque. For where I have the dark purple here, all along there, I will be using the opaque pink. Where I have the glow purple, along here, I will be using mango. Isn't it fun to say mango? Mango! Alright, and then in the middle, where I have different colors, I will be using dark purple jelly. So I am using 5 different colors. You can use as many different colors as you would like. I just wanted to be able to show the different parts of the bracelet a little more plainly, and so did Dreaming Out Loud. She wanted to make sure everyone could see the different parts of the bracelet very plainly. So go get your loom set up, get your hook, a C-clip, and your bands, and come right back. Alright, we are starting with the border, and we are going to be using the teal. And you're going to use 2 teal bands to start off with. And you're going to place them on these 2 pegs right here. Now the rest of the bracelet, or the rest of the bands that are being placed on the loom, you're only going to be placing 1 band. We did 2 here, so when we take it off, that you'll have a more secure connection at the end. So you're going to go 1 band this way, 1 band this way. This is all perimeter. So if you don't need to watch this part on perimeter, you don't have to. You can fast forward. But I'm just going up the sides. And I'm going to go the full 2 looms length. I'm going to continue doing this, and I will be right back. So I have gone all the way up here to the end of the loom. I wanted to show you how to go in the middle to close it off. And I'm just going in, and I'm not going to go all the way in to where I'd have the cat band. We're going to put a cat band here later on. But right now we're not going to put one there. Now we're going to move on to our next step. And this is where we are doing the opaque purple on this one. We are doing the opaque ocean blue. And all it is you are taking it and going from 1 peg up all the way down the loom on both sides. You go all the way down to the very end. Alright, so I went all the way down here with the ocean blue. Now our next step, we're going to be using the pink, and it is going to be where the dark purple jelly is here. And all we're doing here is making 2 single chain rows up the 2nd and the 5th rows. So you're going to go all the way up to the very end. Alright, so we went all the way down here to the very end with the pink. Our next color is going to be mango, and it is going to be where the glow purple is. the glow purple is on here. So we're going to be making a zigzag pattern. And it's going to go like this. And you're going to do it to both sides. You're going to do this all the way down the loom, oops, all the way down to the end of the loom. I'm going to finish this up off camera because this is just a zigzag. And I'll show you how it looks when I come back. So here's where I left off with the mango at the very end. Now our last step is to use the dark purple jelly, and it's going to be the center bands here right in the middle. And you're just making the X's, and whichever way you start with making your X's, you need to continue making your X's the same way. So I started on my left, and I'm going to continue doing it the whole way down that way. And you're just making X's. You're going all the way down the loom on this. So I'm going to finish this up, and I will show you what it looks like in just a minute. So here's where I left off with the purple X's. Now I'm going to take two teal bands, and I'm going to make them into the cat band. I'm going to double them, and I'm going to put them on these two right here. Okay, so our first thing that we are going to do is we are going to loom out all of the purple X's. So I'm going to go inside of the cat band, grab whichever side is underneath is the side that you want to grab. Now for me it is this left side. If you loomed it like I did, it should be your left side. If you loomed it another way, it could be a different side. So whichever one that the band is underneath is the one that you want to loom first. And we're just going to be looming out the X's. Going to go all the way down the loom, making sure you don't grab the bands underneath like I just did. And you're going to go all the way down. And I'm going to do the rest off camera. I'll be right back and show you what it looks like. Alright, so I loomed out all of the purple X's all the way down here. Now I'm going to go back to the cat band. And I'm going to grab, we're going to loom out all of the mangoes. So I'm going to grab this mango. I'm going to take it back and make a teardrop. Do the same with this mango. And you're just going in behind the mangoes and looming out the zigzags. Now when you get over here, you're going to be going in behind the mangoes and the purple. Okay. and you're just doing a zigzag along with all the mango. Wherever the mango zigs, you zig. Wherever the mango zags, you zag. But make sure you go in behind those purple middle bands for those crosses, or X's, I mean. Because if you miss those, it could mess your bracelet up. We don't want to work so hard on a bracelet. That's like the worst thing, to work like an hour on a bracelet, or even worse, work like 3 hours on blinging a bracelet, and then to have missed a band and you're like, no. So I'm just going to continue doing this, and we're just going with the zigs and the zags and making sure that we stay in behind that purple. And I'm going to finish this. You go all the way up to the end of the loom with this. Alright, so I have just loomed out all of the mangoes, the zigzags, all the way up here to the top. So we're going to go back here to the end, and we are going to go back into this teal cat band, and we are going to grab this perimeter teal and loom it back on each side. That's the only one. You're going to stop there. You're not going all the way around. Just there, because we are getting ready to loom out the pinks. Now, it's a single chain, but we're not looming it like it's a chain. It's not going to go up here, okay? You're not going to loom this one to go up here. You're going to go in behind this teal, and then you're going to grab that pink, and instead of it going up here, it's going to go over here. Alright? Let's do it over here. Gonna go in behind the teal, grab the pink, and it's gonna go over here. You're gonna do that with all of them. Pull back the mango, grab the pink, pull it up. So you're not pulling the pink band back to where the other end of the pink band is. Okay? So that's one thing you gotta watch. Oops, I grabbed the blue too. Alright, so go all the way up the loom and grab all of your pinks and do this to all of them. Alright, so I loomed out all of the pinks all the way to up here. Next, we are going to be doing the blues. Now the blues, the ocean blues, are not going to be going, here's the first one on this pin. They're not going to be going, you're going to go inside here, but they're not going to be going back here. They're going to be going on, see, this one would normally go right here if you're going back to the same place, but you're going to be going to the same pin that the pink one's on. So it's not going to be going back to the same place where it is either. Here's the band's one end, and here's the band's other end. One end, the other end. Okay? One end, the other end. So they're not going back to the same post. They're going to a different post. They're going to whatever post is directly across from where they are, and there's a pink band on. So you're going to do this all the way up the loom. Make sure you get every single one of them, and do it all the way up the end of the loom. Alright, so I went all the way up the loom, and here's the last two blues that I put on. They should be on this pin and on this pin. So the last but not least thing that we need to do is loom out the perimeter. So we should have perimeters loomed out to here. Now Go over here and over this way. And now it's just a single chain up both sides. Making sure you go behind all of those bands that you just loomed. I usually like to do one side when I'm doing the perimeters and then do the other, so I know that I don't miss any. Because I don't like to miss any, because like I said, if we work so hard on a bracelet, you don't want to miss any. And when you pull it off the loom, and you have one and it just kind of falls apart and you're like, ah, not a good thing. I know we've all had those moments. Who goes to bed and hears that sound in their sleep? The clicking of the bands. The popping. Okay, so I've gone here in the middle and up to here to where we have those two bands. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in one side and grab it. And I'm going to hold that side with my fingers. I'm going to go in the other side, get the other end of it. Then I'm going to put both ends on my hook. I'm going to grab a C-clip and put it on. Just like that. Okay. This isn't one of the hardest bracelets to get off of the loom, but you still don't want to work so hard and then have it fall apart or have a band break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the bands off of the first and the last rows. That will relieve some tension. And with it relieving some tension, it should be easier for us to pull up the center. Now I'm going to get off the first couple pins so I'll have something to hold on to. And then I'm still going to hold it down some to make sure that it's the loom's not going to break apart when I pull it off. But I'm kind of pulling it up so that it kind of pulls the bands off of the pins. Alright, now it looks a lot squishier than, say, this one. But what you need to do is you need to pull it so that all of those different parts get exposed. I really love the colors in this too. Okay, now this is the signature side, but it's reversible. You could wear it on this side too. So this is Dreaming Out Loud's Snicker Doodle bracelet. How fun. There's those two designs of it, and then there's our ladybug blinged version of it. Now, if you liked this tutorial for, let me show you, Miss Dreamin' Out Loud, her design of Snicker Doodle, if you would please hit the like button down below and give us a big thumbs up. If you would comment and let us know what you would like to see next, or some color choices that you would like us to do. If you decide to make the Snickerdoodle, if you would please tag Dreamin' Out Loud on Instagram and hashtag Dreaming Out Loud. Also, please tag us and hashtag us at Amanda, Monica, or Looming. You know we love seeing all of your awesome renditions. If you would subscribe to our channel and to Instagram, you could be notified when we have new tutorials out. So please watch all of our tutorials. We love to see everything going on and love to hear everything that you all think. So the next thing I wanted to say was the bracelets that I am wearing. This is the Winter Balloon bracelet by our Mars, Miss Nix Knox 21 on Instagram. And the tutorial for this is on our channel. And this is the blinged version of the, and I think I'm saying it right, Orchidia or Orchidia, I'm not for sure, but it's on Loomaniac's channel. It's very comfortable, and I blinged it with some clay little flowers. So if you would please do the things that we ask. We love our viewers, and we love our Looming family. So we'll see you next time. Love you so. Mwah. Bye.